Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. How are you this morning? How was your weekend? It was really hot and beautiful this weekend. We spent some time in the pool, and the pool was not so cold that we couldn't stay in it for a little bit, so we enjoyed that. We're going into our 7th week here at home, working and talking to people via Zoom and FaceTime, and boy, it is working great. I can even do hypnotherapy and childhood regression work on Zoom. Who knew? And so it really opens up some things, and so it's not so bad. But, you know, we're all in the same situation without being in the same boat, because many of us are struggling financially without jobs. And as I told you, Bill isn't working at all either, so we're affected too financially. So everybody hang in there. We've got to hang in there and do the best we can as we're rounding the corner to see what happens next. And hopefully we're going to nip this situation in the bud and be able to end World War III with a silent enemy sooner than later. So I wanted to talk to you last week. We talked about how does the universe talk to us, and part of the way that the universe talks to us is in animal imagery. That's why indigenous put totem poles together and use animals and understand how animals work in the spirit world. So I thought it might be interesting for you to understand what animal imagery is, and sometimes you can do a meditation. Remember, when you're meditating, just breathe in to the count of 7, hold it to the count of 7, release it to the count of 7, and do that 3 times, and that gets your breathing in sync so that you can meditate. And if you want to see what your totem animal is, just visualize yourself in a wooded area and maybe a clearing in the wooded area with a fire going, and use all the imagery that you can. See if you can see yourself walking towards that clearing and feel the leaves and the sticks crackle beneath your feet. Look at the trees and look at the sky and see if there's stars in the sky, if it's night or if the sun is shining and the leaves are making a blanket of shadow and light on the forest floor. And kind of keep giving yourself that kind of imagery. And then sit down in a clearing and light a fire and wait for an animal to come to you. Now, it doesn't always have to be a wooded animal. It can be, an animal from Australia, a kangaroo. It can be an animal from Africa, an elephant. It can be a domestic animal, but that's the best way to meditate and see what your totem animal is. And I thought you might want to know what some totem animals are. Gary Zaft, how are you, my friend? So a bear is always about the pineal gland, and whenever you have a meditation where a bear is, it really means that you're supposed to go within and keep meditating. And this is a spirit animal that's used a lot in indigenous, Alaskan indigenous totem poles, etc. And it really means action and leadership, strength and courage. And it's a healing energy. It's a strong grounding energy, and it's about going from inside yourself and making sure that you're going within. Butterfly is something that we're very familiar with because Spirit talks to us in butterflies. Hi, Barbara Sherburne. And the butterfly is a symbol of transformation, and that's why often our loved ones from the other side come in a butterfly, as well as hummingbirds and little wings like that. I saw a brown hummingbird yesterday, and it flew right in front of me, and brown is a female, so I took that to be my mom. A cat of any size, whether it be a domestic cat or a larger cat, is about independence and curiosity and adventure. The coyote is the joker, and it's about adaptability and playfulness. So if you get a coyote in your meditation, it means you need to lighten up and play a little bit. The crow is about fearlessness and flexibility. It's about destiny and higher perspective. So if you get the crow in your meditation, you need to move into your higher essence or your higher power. The deer is about gentleness and innocence, sensitivity and vigilance, and an ability to regenerate. So if you get the deer, it means that you have to quiet down a little bit and find your innocent, gentle side. The dolphin is about peace and harmony, resurrection, protection, and inner strength. And the dolphin also is very playful. A dragonfly, which a lot of people also use from the other side spiritually, is again about transformation, adaptability, connection with nature, and joy. The fox, awareness, cunning, and increased perception. My daughter lives in Tempe, and there were 2 foxes in her front yard one day. It was amazing. The frog is about ancient wisdom and rebirth, cleansing and transformation. Now, as I'm giving you these animal symbols, what do they mean if you get them in a meditation? It means that you are supposed to be able to understand that those qualities that they bring are qualities that you need to associate with yourself or work towards if you're not. The hawk is about power of focus, and it's also a messenger. The horse is strong emotions, it's sexual energy, and a driving force. The hummingbird, of course, we talked about. It's about being present and resiliency. The lion is strength and personal power. The owl is intuition, change, and wisdom. The panda is peace and good luck. The panther, aggression, a guardian. The sheep, childhood innocence. I guess that goes with Baba Black Sheep, huh? The snake is primal energy. It's the kundalini. It's spiritual guidance. It's transformation. The spider is creativity. And I could go on and on. The whale, communication. The wolf, instinctiveness. And really, all you have to do is look this up on the internet, and you can find some of your totem animals. It's really about meditation that's the key. You know, your totem animals may change. There is a book and a bunch of cards called Animal Wisdom, I think it's what it's called. And you can order those and pull cards if you want to in order to see where you think that you're at in your vibration. You know, remember that our own energy is what attracts. So we attract with our own energy and understanding what our own energy is. Mindy, I don't know what a hippo is, to tell you the truth. So I think that you have to look that up. Jamie, I think maybe a swan is about beauty and grace, but that's just my intuition saying it. I don't know that for sure. Anyway, you know, all water represents emotional stuff. So both the hippo and the swan are in the water doing different things, but water is about your emotional body. So know that when you have an animal that's a water energy, okay? So I can't remember, what am I talking about tomorrow? I know we talked about it on Friday, but anyways, Jackie will take care of us. And we're this week talking about signs and symbols of the universe and how we can use our spiritual body in connection with our emotional body in order to find out where we are emotionally and spiritually. Sometimes we have to get that intellect out of the way because, you know, the intellect can actually have ego attached to it in a way that doesn't serve us. So I hope you're meditating daily and that you're going to find your totem animal and tell us what it is. I'd love that. So, yeah, do look it up, Mindy. I'd love to know what that was with the weird dream. The elephant is, I believe, about something very spiritual too, Kathy. I can't remember exactly what it is. I don't know if I have it here or not. But, you know, I know that the elephant with the trunk turned up is supposed to be good luck. Anyway, you guys look that up and let me know, okay? I hope that you have a marvelous day and a great week and that you will join me daily for morning musings and sign up for my newsletter because we're about to send one out. You can sign up right on Facebook. Have a great, great day.